Welcome to this video about prepare the data model of your automated process. Before starting with the automation of our business process, we must define what is known as the data model of the process. The data model is divided into two main types, parameters and variables. Parameters are those data that allow us to enter information to the process. In our case, we are going to use the customer ID, which can be either input, optional or output. In our case, we will not use an output parameter and we will simply tell it to be a string scalar. We will do the same with the date. It will be a mandatory parameter of type date. And we will do the same with the priority. In this case, it will be a mandatory parameter of type integer between 1 and 3, high, medium and low, and a description of the order from support. We also have the other group of data for the data process model, which are the variables. The variables are internal to the process. For example, when in the activity of evaluating requests, the support area has to make a decision. That decision must be stored somewhere. We are going to store it in a variable, since the variable belongs to the process and cannot be exchanged with the outside. Then we will define a variable which we will call VResult evaluation support, and it will be an integer between 0 when it has immediate solution and 1 when it does not have immediate solution. We will have to do the same for the processing of the request. At some point, the support area will have to write down the data recorded in the treatment of the request. For which we will also have to generate a new variable which will be called VNotesTreatmentRequest. And in the same way, in the case that 2 days pass without a response from the support and escalate to the manager, we will have to give the manager a place in which to store the information, for which we will create a variable that is going to call VNotesManager. In this way, we have created our data model for the process and we are ready to proceed with the automation in the next class.